The White House. It's one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. When we see it, we think of leadership, history, and tradition. But have you ever stopped to ask a simple question? Why is the White House actually white? The answer isn't about fashion or symbolism. It's a story of practical design, lasting protection, and a little bit of historical accident. When construction began back in the late 1700s, the building wasn't originally meant to be bright white. It was built using a light-colored sandstone from a quarry in Virginia. This stone gave the structure a soft, elegant appearance, but it came with a significant weakness. Sandstone is porous. That means it can easily absorb water. Over time, this moisture can freeze and thaw, causing the stone to crack, crumble, and slowly wear down. Early builders and architects were well aware of this problem. They knew that if this grand presidential mansion was going to last for centuries, it needed protection from the elements. So they came up with a simple, effective solution. They decided to cover the entire stone exterior with a special whitewash coating. This mixture, made primarily from lime, rice flour, and casein, acted like a shield. It sealed the porous sandstone, protecting it from rain, humidity, and the harsh cycle of temperature changes. This white coating did more than just protect the stone. It also had a surprising benefit. The bright white surface was highly reflective. It bounced away the sun's harsh rays, which helped keep the building naturally cooler during the hot and humid summer months. This not only made the interior more comfortable, but also further preserved the stone underneath from heat damage. What started as a purely practical decision soon took on a life of its own. The building's brilliant white exterior made it stand out against the landscape. It looked clean, bright, and distinctive. Visitors and locals began to notice its striking appearance, and long before it was officially named, people started referring to it simply by how it looked: the White House. Over time, that informal nickname stuck. It wasn't until 1901 that President Theodore Roosevelt made it the official name. Of course, there is a popular myth that the White House was painted white to cover up scorch marks after British troops burned it during the War of 1812. While the building was indeed burned and rebuilt, it was already white long before that. The whitewash was part of the original construction plan from the very beginning. The fire and subsequent repairs simply reinforced the need to maintain that protective white layer. As the years passed, the color white also began to take on a deeper symbolic meaning. Without anyone planning it, the building became a powerful symbol of stability, clarity, and continuity. The unwavering white facade stood in contrast to the ever-changing political landscape inside. It represented order and permanence, a reassuring presence in a nation that was constantly evolving. The thoughtful, practical choice of the builders had unintentionally shaped how generations of people would feel about this iconic place. While the exterior remained constant, the inside of the White House has been in a state of continuous transformation. Over the centuries, rooms have been redesigned, spaces have been adapted for new purposes, and presidents and first families have added their own personal touches. Yet, that white exterior has remained a constant, a visual reminder of the original intention to protect and preserve the structure for the future. Maintaining that signature look is a massive undertaking. The White House has been repainted many times throughout its history. Today, it takes approximately 570 gallons of a special, durable paint called Whisper White to cover the entire exterior. Each new layer continues the same tradition that started over 2 centuries ago. Protection first, appearance second. This ongoing effort tells us something important about how great symbols are made. They are not always created intentionally through grand gestures or dramatic events. Sometimes, the most powerful symbols are the result of quiet, practical decisions made with care and foresight. The White House is white, not because of a myth or a dramatic moment in history. It is white because its original builders wanted it to endure. And in that one simple, forward-thinking choice, they created one of the most powerful and lasting images in American history, a beacon of democracy known around the globe. So the next time you see this famous building, you'll know that its color is more than just paint deep. It's a testament to the ingenuity and long-term thinking that went into its creation, a perfect blend of form, function, and history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this look into history, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories behind the world's most iconic landmarks. See you next time.